I've known Madeline as a school counselor since she was in elementary school, and what's been neat, I moved from Honey Elementary to Evans Middle School to Monterey High School, and so I've gotten to watch Madeline sort of grow and change and become the amazing young woman that she is today. You know, you work with high school kids, and there's kids who stand out, and there's kids that you love, and then there's kids who you just would trust with everything you have, and kids that you hope your own children will grow up to be like. And that's who Madeline is. She's just the most quality person. To meet her, to look at her, she's drop dead beautiful. I mean, she's just absolutely gorgeous. But then you sit down and have a conversation with her, and it's like her beauty is enhanced because it truly comes from within. She just has a way of seeing people as more than what they are. She sees potential in people. She is the cool kid, but she's the cool kid because she's so amazing to everybody around her. I think she pulls other people up instead of pushing them down. And she's happier when everybody around her is being successful instead of when she's the only one at the top. She goes on mission trips with her church, and I know she's helped in different clinics, like medical clinics abroad. She delivers flowers to people who are shut in their homes. She works at the soup kitchen. She helps with Challenger baseball. My husband helps pastor a church for special needs folks and their families. And more often than not, Madeline and her family are up there serving dinner. And she's so gracious. She'll sit with them, she'll help feed them, she'll bring them refills. Just out there doing her thing, and so quiet and unassuming and modest and humble about it. She just sort of does it all and never really even seems to have any strain or wear and tear from it. She does everything and does it well with just a gracious and a gentleness about her. You know, we always, as a committee, we nominate kids for this award every year, and never since I've been at Monterey have we had a kid win. And you know, it gives you hope for the future. That's the cool thing about working with teenagers is you look around and you think, we're gonna be okay. You know, there's so many scary and unpredictable things going on in our world. And then you sit down with a teenager and you're like, we're gonna be okay. And that's Madeline. I'm excited to see what her future holds because I know that God has just started using her. And I'm excited to see, you know, the ripple. You drop one rock in the pond and you watch those ripples go out, and I'm excited to see how God will use Madeline Lipetska's life to touch her world and then to touch the nations.
Nominated by Monterey High School, the 2017 Youth Leadership Award goes to Miss Madeline Lipetska. She is introduced by Mandy Tomlin on behalf of YWCA corporate sponsor United Supermarkets. The award is presented by Mitzi Ziegner, Woman of Excellence 2009.
United Supermarkets has been a sponsor of Women of Excellence for 26 years because, like the YWCA, we love this community and enjoy every chance we get to celebrate, honor, and say thank you when we see excellence in action. We are especially pleased to have the opportunity to introduce you to this amazing young woman who has already experienced as squeezing the most out of every day. The competition for the Youth Leadership Award is daunting, and Madeline Lipetska sets the bar awfully high for herself and everyone around her. Madeline, I know I speak for the entire crowd here tonight, and especially for United Supermarkets. Thank you for your passion, commitment, and really hard work. Congratulations on this major acknowledgement of your dedication to our community and the world.
Good evening. I am humbled and blessed to stand before you tonight to receive the Youth Leadership Award. I'd like to thank my parents and other family members here tonight for always supporting and loving me through life, my friends for always being my biggest cheerleaders, and my teachers and mentors for pushing me to grow. Over the years, I have picked up on 3 guiding principles that have influenced the way that I view the world, interact with others, and live my life. The first 2 principles are intentional living and building relationships. One of my most influential youth pastors once said, "Build a big table and keep adding chairs." In Scripture, Jesus seeks relationships with the isolated and outcast by hosting parties and inviting others in. We see, in the truest sense, that all are welcome at the table of our Savior. Their third principle is service. If you live a life of service, you are living a life of putting others first. You are ultimately making a difference that will stand the test of time. One of my favorite places in the whole world is a little town called Kimistan, Honduras. This small village has endured many hardships and extreme poverty. However, I have been able to see how strong Christian leaders in this community have used these principles to have lasting impact for generations to come. So I encourage you to live a life of being intentional, building relationships, and serving others as you live your day-to-day life. Tonight, I will leave you with a quote by Bob Goff that has inspired me to use these guiding principles in my life. Love doesn't just keep thinking about it or keep planning for it. Simply put, love does. Thank you.